moment you said, Feroze, every Friday you meet, and suddenly I recollected yesterday was Friday, and a lot of news yesterday roaming around about Axis mutual funds, and we also got a lot of calls from. So, any views on that you want to share?
Yeah, definitely. See, first thing is, of course, media houses also wanted opinion, so I have a ready answer. Thankfully, I don't have to think off the cuff. Uh, so,
Volume?
am I audible?
Are you?
Mic.
Should I
I'm not audible. So I'll speak here. So one is in a 10, 20, 30 year journey of investing, will a client find instances like this? The answer is yes. That information should help him take decisions. So we have to not get caught up in the information. We should quickly come to decisions and actions. So first thing is, it gave me immense happiness that the regulator is trying to search a needle from a haystack. 40 lakh crores means lakhs and lakhs of transactions, if not crores of transactions. In that, if a few transactions can be investigated by the regulator, is it not commendable that when you internally believe that the most regulated platform and the best regulator in the country is SEBI, gets reinforced or gets questioned? To my mind, that thought got reinforced. So I am very happy that 65% of my client is entrusted to a platform which is regulated by SEBI, and this was a testimonial to say that I'm awake. I don't have to be as awake, right? Like गुरका बाहर जाता है तो बोलता है जागते रहो. Like कोई कॉमेडियन बोला मैं ही जागूं तो फिर तुझे पैसे क्यों दे रहा हूँ महीने के, right? Similarly, वो जाग रहा है, right? He is the Gurkha, na? Watchdog, right? So that's one thing which at least is reassuring. That's point one. Point two now comes to the action bit. You have to, in our opinion, in our best judgment, you have to break this down into 3 steps. First step, whenever you hear a scam, you have to immediately see whether price is being debated or is the underlying in question. If the price is being debated and the underlying is large cap stocks, underlying is not in the question, right? We also had an instance in the past where Franklin happened, right? In fact, the anchor brought this up.
Sure.
20 days before the Franklin episode blew up, we did a couple of media shows saying that you have to exit Franklin and all credit risk funds. We did that on 29th March 2020. 23rd April, Franklin happened. Because the question was on the underlying liquidity. It was not on the price कि यार उसने सही दाम पे खरीदा कि नहीं खरीदा. आज प्राइस की डिबेट है.
Correct.
प्राइस की डिबेट है तो टिक मार के पैनिक की जरूरत नहीं है, एक्शन की जरूरत नहीं. सेकंड, इंस्टीट्यूशनल रॉन्ग डूइंग है या इंडिविजुअल रॉन्ग डूइंग है. दैट्स द सेकंड चेक.
Correct.
If the alleged wrongdoing is on individuals, then gives me Santwana. Right? It gives me Santwana because the institution is not trying to cover up. It surgically changed 7 fund managers.
Yes.
Correct. Correct.
It could have done some cover up. It didn't do cover up. So institutional wrongdoings, you have to panic. Individual wrongdoings, you can wait till investigation is over. I'm not saying stay invested. I'm saying wait till investigation is over. Third, look at the context. If it is a bank-sponsored asset management company or one of the bottom 10 out of the 40, that's the context. So you check price है कि underlying है. Second check is institutional है, individual wrongdoing है. Third check context देखिए, अगर ये small cap fund होता या कोई small AMC होती है ना, बहुत सारी छोटी AMCs हैं 2000 करोड़ वाली, 4000 करोड़ वाली, sponsored by individuals also sometimes, right? So with these 3 steps, you can conclude that you can wait till investigation is over. You don't have to go at the initial media report. You can very patiently wait, and NAV's impact will be very marginal. 7 schemes when funds have changed. If you look at its top holdings, which I saw yesterday, given owing to the comment I had to give, all of them are large holdings. There is not even one small cap fund. There's a consumption fund, there's a BFSI fund, there's a quant fund, there's an arbitrage fund. All their top holdings are very liquid. If there is a run on the money, even the last man standing or the first man standing will get almost the same price, but doesn't happen in the Franklin case.
Sure. Sure.
Right? So that's how we'd like to have a framework and a preparation for instances like these which are bound to come. If you already have a framework, you're not trying to create a framework on a day when you see on the news. So that's our framework to see investigations and scams as and when they unearth. If your expectation is there will be 20,000 people working in the asset management industry and greed will not be invoked in any individual, I think human behavior says it will be, to my mind. So you have to make a framework for your decision before that thing you read as a headline.
Excellent. Very different perspective. Thanks for this.